Today we are going to solve the MCQs of carbohydrates and lipids. These are the questions which are given in the CPGET 2024. So without any late, we will solve each and every question and we will discuss some of the options and the reasons for the correct options. Storage of carbohydrate in animal system. Glycogen. So the glycogen is the storage of carbohydrates in animal system. So why glycogen? Glycogen is a type of carbohydrate which is stored in the animals. And the starch is a type of carbohydrate which is stored in the plants. Okay. And not only in the animals, in the human beings also, the glycogen is a stored carbohydrate. Lipid bilayer is permeable to. Lipid bilayer is permeable to which compound? It means the lipid bilayer which is allowing this compound into the cell. Which compound is allowed into the cell which is containing a lipid bilayer? Okay. Read the question and understand. Urea. So the urea is the only compound in these options. This urea can be permeable to enter into the lipid bilayer of a cell. So the cell contain a lipid bilayer. This lipid bilayer can allow only the urea to pass into the cell. Okay. If you have any doubts, please comment down and also comment to explain the doubt, and I will make sure to explain you each and everything. An example for saturated fatty acid. An example for saturated fatty acid is palmitic acid. The palmitic acid is an example of saturated fatty acid. Okay. And the oleic acid, linoleic acid and uric acid, these all are unsaturated fatty acids. So the only answer is palmitic acid. Fatty acids are transported in the blood. How the fatty acids are transported in the blood? How the fatty acids are transported in the blood. So these fatty acid will combine with the protein called as albumin. Okay, this albumin combines with the fatty acid and then these are entering into the blood and these are transported to the respected organs. Okay. In monosaccharide units are linked by 1 to 4 glycosidic bond linkage. In which monosaccharide units the 1,4 glycosidic bond linkage is found? Okay. Maltose. In this maltose is a monosaccharide. Okay. In this maltose, if we see the structure, this these are containing the glycosidic bond called as 1,4 glycosidic bond linkage. Okay. So whenever the compounds are bound, they have the special linkage in the carbohydrate. This linkage is 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Okay. This is seen in the monosaccharidic units. The polysaccharide found in the exoskeleton in invertebrates. Which polysaccharide is found in the exoskeleton of invertebrates? So in the invertebrates, the exoskeleton contain a special polysaccharide, and what is it? The answer is chitin or chitin. So this chitin is a special compound which is made up of a polysaccharide, and this polysaccharide is present in the exoskeleton of invertebrates. Okay, exoskeleton is just the hardest structure which is present in the outside surface of the invertebrate bodies. Okay, next. The glycolytic pathway iodoacetate inhibit the activity of this enzyme. In the glycolytic pathway, iodoacetate inhibit the activity of which enzyme? Okay, which enzyme is inhibited by the iodoacetate? Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Okay, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. This glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is a specific enzyme. This enzyme is been inhibited by the iodoacetate. Okay. This is a metabolical pathway. Again, this pathway is in the glycolysis. If we study the glycolysis process in detail, then we can able to understand about the enzymes and enzymatic actions, and also we can able to understand the products and also reactants. Okay, so I'll make a detailed video on it and it will help you for studying. Isomers differing as a result of variations in the configuration of OH and H carbon atoms 2, 3 and 4 glucose are also known as isomers differing as a result of variation in the configuration of OH and H carbon atoms 2, 3 and 4 glucose are known as. So these are epimers. Okay, in the epimers we will find such configurations of carbon which is containing the OH and H. So again, if we are studying about the different compounds and different types of carbohydrate, and if we study about the structure in that structures, we have the different type of structures. There are epimers, isomers, and isomers, anomers. So we will have everything in detail when we study, then we can able to answer such type of questions. A fatty acid that is not synthesized in the body and has to be supplied by our diet. So these fatty acids cannot be synthesized in our body. So we should take this fatty acid into our body with the help of diet. So the food containing this fatty acid should enter into the body because our body cannot able to synthesize it. That's it. So what are those fatty acids? What are those fatty acids should be taken? Easily we can say these are the essential fatty acid. So the essential fatty acids should be supplied into our body by the diet. Okay, the answer is linolenic acid. Okay, the linolenic acid is one of the essential fatty acid which is to be supplied in our body. A sugar alcohol is, which type of sugar is present in the alcohol? Mannitol. So during the production of the alcohol, okay, they undergo the fermentation. The grains or the compounds undergo the fermentation. After the fermentation, the alcohol is formed. So this alcohol is containing a sugar called as mannitol. Okay. Next, which of the following is a reducing sugar? Which of the following is a reducing sugar? Isomaltose. So this isomaltose is a reducing sugar. The reducing sugars have the free aldehydes and ketones. Okay. So these are called as reducing sugars. What are reducing sugars? These reducing sugars contain the free aldehyde and also free ketonic compounds. Okay. The answer is isomaltose. Next, polysaccharides. What are polysaccharides? The polysaccharides are polymers. Obviously, the different type of sugar units are combined to form a polysaccharide. Okay, these are the monomers. The group of monomers are called as the polymers. So these polymers are called as the polysaccharides. It is a type of carbohydrate again. Okay, next. Among these following fatty acids, which group is known as essential fatty acid? Which group is known as essential fatty acid? So there are the different set of amino acid. There are the different type of essential fatty acid, not amino acid. Okay, there are different type of essential fatty acid, and if we see the structure in the detail, the essential fatty acid containing these type of compounds are the essential fatty acid. Okay, so if we see the structure in detail, then we can able to understand which one is essential and which one is non-essential, and I will explain you in detail video about this type of essential fatty acid. Okay, if you have any doubt, comment down. I will give explanation about this answer, okay, in the comments. The carbohydrate containing the 3 to 10 monosaccharide linked together by glycosidic bond are called. Okay, so which type of carbohydrates? Okay, which type of carbohydrates containing the 3 to 10 units of monosaccharide? The oligosaccharides. These oligosaccharides containing the 3 to 10 monomeric units. Okay. There are the different type of carbohydrates. Again, we have the monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides, polysaccharides. So these oligosaccharides contain the 3 to 10 monosaccharidic units in it. Okay, that's it. Next, which is the sweetest of all the sugars? Okay. Which is the sweetest of all the sugars? So the sucrose. The sucrose is a sugar compound which is present in most of the fruits and most of the different type of sweet fruits. Okay, different type of fruits containing this specific sugar called as the fructose. Okay, this fructose is the sweetest one, and this fructose is also present in the honey. Okay. Which of the following defines as trans fatty acid? Any fatty acid which have the two carbon chains on the opposite side of a double bond. So if any fatty acid containing the two carbon chains, अगर two carbon chains है वो भी opposite side में है और वो double bond form करता है, then it is called as the trans fatty acid. If a fatty acid is containing the same side, okay, if the double bond is present on the same side, then it is called as the cis fatty acid. Okay, so here in the question it is asking about the trans fatty acid. So the fatty acid containing on the opposite side is called as the trans fatty acid. That's it. So subscribe to my channel. Every day I will post the MCQs related to the carbohydrates and also fatty acids. In this entire week I will try to post as earlier as possible, but every day I will post this video, and it will help you for many competitive exams, not only for the CPGET, it is also helpful for the UGC net. So subscribe and share to your friends, and if you have any doubts you can comment down, and I will try to explain it as easy as possible. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.